Good morning, Tony and Ninjas. So here I thought I'd do a quick video to be able to show you how I actually go through the process. So the first thing in the process, you'll notice that I have gone through and opened up an Explorer or whatever browser you're using. I use Google Chrome, and I've opened up Google, YouTube, Google Plus. Now it doesn't have to be on anyone's account, just as long as you can open it and search in it. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Amazon, and all the other information you should really be able to just find from Google. So the first step is to find from the document that says ICMI requests. That is then I then select the name and I paste it across to the book, to the document that is blank, which is the template document. Once I've copied those across, what I tend to do is I tend to copy that up there so I have their full name in one copy, and then what I do is just delete that again. Now I've got their name. All what I do is I first of all go and just search their name in Google, drop their name in YouTube, and I just go across all of these platforms, all these social media devices, and all what I do is I just start searching their name. And while the system is actually searching for them and doing their thing, I actually go through and then go back to the document and go File, Save As, and you save it in wherever it is. I think it's the Google Drive that you guys are saving it to. But all I do is I go in and I just change the template to be their name. Now you notice because I've copied their name, I've just got it copy and pasted everywhere, so it just makes it nice and easy for me to be able to put that information there. Then the next information you'll see, if you go back to the original information that we received from ICMI, or in this document, you'll notice that we can copy their details here. So just copy across as much information as they have given us. So you notice that they're actually in North Sydney, or North Adelaide, sorry. A suburb is North Adelaide, Australia, etc., etc. So that's all the information that we've received from them. So for the rest of the information, we need to try to find from Google. So what I'll tend to do is try to find, first of all, you can usually find by their email address is Mummedia or Mum Media Group. And so when you're actually searching for, sorry, hold on a second. When you're actually searching, you can generally find if they are in that organisation. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll then, if they've got you'll notice on their, let me find this, you'll notice on their email address that they'll have a handle or a web address. I'll generally search that up to see if that is actually their organisation, or whether they just work for the organisation. And usually you can do that by finding like an About Us and see if it's usually will tell you about the name. So you see Managing Director is Emma Marks, so that is her organisation. So you can come in here, copy that, into, you can see company website here, and we know that that's their company website. Now that you actually know that is their organisation, everything else you do, you can search around that email address and if that's the same person. So the first thing is then really, I then look at Facebook and see what are the options as far as Emma Marks profiles, and see if any Emma Marks happen to come up. So you'll notice here then, Managing Director at Mum Media Group. Obviously that's her, so we select on that one and we can find that one. That then allows us to be able to grab a profile picture. It may not be her profile picture. If you go back to Google, now you know what she looks like from her Facebook page. You go back here and you do an image search on those photos and you can see, look, that's quite obviously the same person. So what we'll do is we'll select that image, open it up, say view image, and then we just right click and say copy image URL, and then we can place that in this document where it says profile picture, and we can go Command V, and that's in there. So now we actually have an idea of who she is, and make sure that now when we're looking up different profiles that we know that that's her. The next bit of information that we're really looking for is website. So does she have any? So personal website means if it's a website that is like, say for example, www.emmamarks.com.au or .com, that would be a personal website. Company website is if they have a company or an organisation that is their own, and you put that in, as we saw that Mum Media is hers, but she's the director. And topical website is if they are a speaker, they'll generally have a topic, whether it be how to get Google SEO or LinkedIn expert or whatever. If they've got a particular website that focuses on what their speciality is, then we'll use that one. So what I generally do is I'll just look down the first page of Google and see all the places that that name comes up, Emma Marks, and see if it actually comes up as a and I'll probably only search the first 2 pages. So there's nothing that actually comes up as far as an emmamarks.com.au or a .com. So she obviously doesn't have her own, but I've noticed that this Mum's Lounge rocks up a little bit, and there's Emma's Marks, and because she's got Mum's Media, this may have something to do with her. So I'll just open it up and see if this is anything to do with her.
So you know how you did your work, your real estate? No, is it somehow able to
And it doesn't seem that there is anything really. This may be a blog of hers or something like that. So this may be her, but because we don't actually know, just don't put anything down as of yet. But we noticed that we didn't actually find any websites of her or anything like that. So that's okay. But so YouTube, does she have a YouTube channel? We can look in here. Was there any results from Emma Marks? Emma Marks. And all it is just simply go down and go, okay, so you notice that there's a name of video there, and then the actual name of the video channel. Let's go down and see if this Emma Marks, you click on that and then go into the actual profile and just try to see, is this actually Emma Marks' profile? Now, if it is, it's really hard to tell from that photo. So let's see if we can see. We can't quite tell if that's hers, but if it was hers, then all we do is we copy and paste that into where it says YouTube channel. Now, because I don't know whether it's hers or not, I'm not actually going to put that in. But if you go to the About section, it will then give you the number of subscribers and the number of views that you'll notice will then get into the YouTube views. So this person has a total of 71 views. So if this was her profile, I would have posted her URL there and then entered in how many views they've had. But because we don't know if it's her or not, we can't be sure. So next is actually Google+. So Emma Marks. You can look down here and notice that there's a bunch of Emma Marks down here, and this Mum's Lounge seems to come up again. So I'd be interested to go in and see, because it's a common theme that's come through. Look, it actually does look like the same person. If we go back and have a look at that photo, it does look like it's the same person. So we can actually use that. So that's her Google Plus account. So we copy that and put that into Google Plus account there. Then we go number in your circles, number of followers, number of views. You can see the number of followers is there. So there is 11 followers. 11 followers, 572 views, and you will find down here how many is in her circle. Down there is 5. So go and find how many in the circle, which is 5. Then when we look at Facebook, we can then look at, okay, so all you do is just copy across that URL, because that's the URL directly to her Facebook profile. And you'll notice that there is an option, is it a personal page or is it a fan page? Well, it's a personal page, so what we do is we'll select and delete fan, and you can't actually see the number of followers or likes in a personal page, so we don't enter in anything there. Now, some people may have a page as well, and which you will see here, Managing Director at Go Ask Mum. So you notice that she has a number of Facebook pages, so we can go in here and go click on that one, Go Ask Mum, and that in itself is then another another profile page which we enter in here. What we do is we just copy and paste that. And that is a fan page, so we'll delete personal, and we can see there's 45,712 likes, so 45,712 likes in that one. Then what we'll do is we'll go back to that other page where it had her information, and Managing Director at Media Group, Mum Media Group, and copy that profile across. And this is a fan page, so we'll delete personal to leave it a fan, and there's 102 likes on that page. Now, she actually does have a third one. No, that's it. So Mum Media. So that has actually given us all the Facebook information. Then the next is Instagram. So go across to our Instagram. Actually, what I find is Instagram on the web browser doesn't actually give you a search function. So what I'll usually do is I will look in the Google feed to see if I found an Instagram, or I'll even type in and see if I can find. So the next question is how do you find which one's which? And that's a great question. So what I do is we go in and you just look at profile pictures. Doesn't look like, and it doesn't seem to mention anything about Mum Media or anything like that. So it's gone into Twitter. Sorry, my bad. That's Twitter. Instagram. So you go into there, and it obviously doesn't look like the same person, so it's not the same person. Instagram. Doesn't look like the same person. Another way that I normally do it is you look on their Facebook page, and you scroll down and see if they have done any posts that are posts through Instagram. Now, it doesn't look like she's done any posts through Instagram, so she may not have an Instagram profile, which is pretty common that not everyone does. So it doesn't look like they've made any posts through Instagram. So what we'll do is we'll just leave that blank, because we can't, in this moment, we can't find Instagram. That's fine. Twitter. Let's see, did we find her in Twitter? So Emma Marks. Does this look like Emma Marks? Is there any posts about mum or mum media or anything like that? It doesn't actually. So we'll just go and search the accounts that have Emma Marks. Now, if you scroll through these profiles, you'll notice you can't really notice any of the profile pictures that are the same as what we saw. So she may not have a Twitter account. Well, there's a lot of Emma Marks. So we can leave that part blank because there are no Twitter or Instagram. So LinkedIn. Let's go across to LinkedIn, and there are a number of different Emma Marks. Now you notice here, there we go, Managing Director of Mum Media Group. So what we'll do is we'll open up that profile and then gather the information. So first of all, this little link down here is a link directly to that profile. So we copy that across, put that into LinkedIn, and then number of connections. You can see number of connections are 23. And then you can go down and try to find the next thing is recommendations. So go down, sometimes they have recommendations, sometimes they don't. So there is sometimes on a little bit of a drop down where you can drop it down and you can actually copy that across. So just copy across the whole recommendation and paste it in there. There's no recommendation. So the next is we look at their skill. So you can see here is a skill. So let's just grab their top 3 skills. Marketing strategy, social media marketing, and digital marketing is all the information. Now you'll notice that actually, if you go further down this profile, you'll notice down the bottom that there is education, and that is if they've got any education. Now, if they've just got high school education, don't worry about high school education. Only put it in if there's higher education or certificates or degrees or anything that they have. So we don't need to put anything in there. The next is now their resources. So do they have any books? The first place to look if they've got any books is obviously Amazon. And Emma Marks can't really find any results from Emma Marks. Now, another quick way to be able to get is if you go to their website and go to the Contact Us. And usually on here they'll have their social media links, etc., but they don't have that at all there.
Yeah. So I've got like 130
but what they're actually saying that they're actually all their different brands. So she's actually got quite a number of different things. So she's got Mum Media Group. She's got a number of different things that she actually does with the mums community. But it doesn't look like she's actually got any books. So the other place to search is really, if you go back to here, we'll delete that, we'll search for just Emma Marks again. And we'll just see, are there any books?
Yeah, sure.
So you notice that this is the same person, that this is then just, you'll notice, and as you're searching through, what you can find is you go, okay, so that's a news article, that's a news article, so that's Life is a magazine. So because we know we are looking for media appearances, what we'll do is we'll look down here, so media appearances. So first of all, put the top of appearance, which is e-magazine. Then just put, say, the heading, which is actually, what we'll do is let's just paste that link there. And then we find the heading is I didn't know I had a tricky problem, and that's the heading. So that was that's a media appearance. That's an example of a media appearance.
Yep. If we go under settings.
But it doesn't look like she's actually got a book, or not that we can't actually find that she has a book or anything like that. So are there any other places where she appears, which I only really look on the first 2 pages to see if she's actually Media Connections. So Media Connections, is that is that an article, or is that just that's just a profile? So that's just a profile on a media website. So that's actually not a media appearance. And yeah, so that looks like it. So she's only really had one media appearance, and it doesn't appear that she has any publications. We can't find any publications. Okay, so does she have a book, ebook? Well, we couldn't actually see any on the website. Now, someone like this is actually going to take us a little bit longer to research because because she's actually done quite a lot. So this is one that will take us a little bit longer. So just doing this research, trying to see, we can't find if she's got any audio. It doesn't look like she has any audio books, any DVDs, any blogs. It doesn't seem that she does a blog. It'll normally be on the website, although these websites, the Mum's Lounge, and whereabouts was that? The Mum's Lounge, etc. all seem to be little blogs and etc. within themselves. So what I'd do is I would probably come back here and go on their website.
Okay.
So each of these are their own website. So I would look up. I would then go in and go Mum's Lounge.
Oh, okay.
See, that in itself looks like a blog, so we'll put that in here. Blog, what was the other ones? Go ask Mum. Let's have a look about. Go ask mum. Oops, I think I did that wrong. Just remember, Australian spelt mum with M-U-M, not M-O-M. So go ask mum.
I've refreshed. I'm here. Yeah, I can see a test opportunity, prospect 10%, value $100.
See, that in itself looks like a blog as well. So she has a number of blogs that she seems to be really active with.
Yes.
So just do the first couple that you see,
Okay.
especially with someone like this. So let's go women's community.
Find the contact. Number 2, create opportunity. Step 3, select track.
So we can't, like it's called, we don't know what's hers and what they actually do there as far as that. So little putty love, let's try little putty love.
In the future. Awesome. Now,
So now that we're doing this research, what we've done is we're going to enter in some information,
having an issue with,
but what we're actually going to add is we've noticed that she has a lot of different
there is no
websites and all centered around mother.
to make this happen. However,
So what I do is I'll scroll down here and you'll notice that it has things like notes from the researcher. So down here and just, she appears to do a lot of websites all based around mothers. Too many to list. Okay. So what was the next thing that we found on our list? So it's publications, media retention, audiobooks, blogs, ebooks. We couldn't find any. So next we'll scroll down and speaker information. Now this is only really if they've actually got a talk up there, or if they've got a profile for they're actually speaking. You can put the topics down, but she obviously doesn't have any. Now the rest of the information is pretty much non-existent, but just this notes for the research from the researcher. As you're researching all this and you notice a lot of things, just put a note in there so that when I then go and review the profile, I can get a good understanding of what you're actually seeing while doing the researching. Look, ninjas, I thank you very much. I'm sorry for the boring, monotoned recording just in an office and trying not to disturb everyone else. Hope this helps. Hope this allows you to be able to record these and do these a lot better. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. Love you guys. Bye.